One, I want to talk about venting on your home and also to keep bugs out. Now, I have a box elder problem here, and box elder bugs, small bees get in my shed, but my house has vents too. All your homes have vents. You gotta let the air in so it cools the attic in the summer, and it keeps the attic cool in the winter. So, and now the newer homes now, the new venting now, this is called Soffit vents. Okay, that's called Soffit venting. It runs the whole. It's on all your underneath all your roofs here, the overhangs. Now, the new ones, all your new material they buy nowadays comes with screens behind them. They have a backed up screen, so nothing can get through. The bugs can't get through. Now, this house was built in 1983, so I could push the paper all the way in there. See that? But now I'm gonna get some screens here. Now I'm going to put some screens on here so the bugs and the box elder bugs can't go in there during the winter and hide out, or other pests and whatever. We're gonna cover them up. Now, if that was the screen behind there, it would have stopped. I wouldn't have been able to put the paper in there. That wouldn't have went through. Now, if there was screen material behind there, you wouldn't have to do anything, just leave it alone. But mine don't have screen. So if your house is sealed off from your attic to your home, you don't have to worry about the bugs. Unless you get a severe bee problem or something like that. So, but anyway, the shed and the garage on most people's houses don't have a finished ceiling. So that's where the vents got to be covered and sealed off with screens. Okay, I'm inside the garage now. What I meant was, meaning the finished ceiling. Finished ceiling is right here. It's all sealed off. This is all been sealed off from the attic. So my vents outside, if there's no screen on the vents and the bugs get in, they're not going to be able to get inside the garage here because it separates from the garage to the roof. I mean, to the attic. So now we'll head up to the shed. And when I get inside the shed, I'll show you guys what I mean up there. And that has an open ceiling. What I mean by having an open ceiling. Some of your garages and sheds will have an open ceiling like this. Okay? And the bugs will get in. And I'll show you something right here. The box elder bugs used to come in up on top of that, along the vents up there. And stains. Stains on everything. Stains everywhere. See that? I swept all these off last week. But this is from last year. They put stains on everything that you can think of. That's why I got covers on my lawnmower and stuff. And I'll show you that. Roof vents too. Now, most houses and garages should have roof vents. Mine does. And you can see that up there. That I put a screen on that roof vent. There's two of them. One on the opposite side at the other end too. Because the bees and stuff are getting in here. Most of these roof vents are sealed out. They have screens built in. For some odd reason, these ones didn't have them. This is why I bought the house, and I found out they didn't have them. But if you look, I put a bead of silicone adhesive around there, and I cut the screen material. First, I cut the screen material. Go about a quarter inch. We're about an inch, a half inch overlap. So I measured out there. I cut the square. And I put a bead of adhesive around there, and I pushed it up on there. You push it right onto the adhesive, and the screen material is so light it would just stick to it. Then it dries, and then you just sealed it off so the bugs can't get in. But see the bee nest right there? If you look really close, yeah, I stopped them from getting in there. Kind of see what I did. The whole roof line here, all the way down. I put the screen material. See that? All the way down. The very end down there. Alright? Now you can buy rolls of screen material and you have to cut it in strips. I went with probably 2 feet, 2.5 feet, 3 feet strips, and you just measure it out. Yeah, see, I kind of overdid it here. I went a little over, but I went about, yeah, go a half inch over the vent, and about a half inch here, and you can kind of put your bead of silicone in there, right? Put your bead in there and run it around and put it on this side. Strip both sides down. Then you kind of set the screen as you unroll the strips. Keep pushing them on there. When you actually push on that, the material will actually hold it. The silicone adhesive will hold that screen in place and it won't go anywhere. So I just kind of folded the back against the wall there. See? So that's how you do it. And you can actually paint. Don't paint over all of it. But if you want to get pretty, you can always, when you do the paint, come up a little over that lip here, but stay off the vent though itself. Yeah, because you want to keep those open. But that stopped all the bugs from getting in. No more box elder bugs in the side of my shed. And that's what I did. What you need to do is go to a hardware store, get a couple of tubes of adhesive. You can get the paintable stuff, it doesn't matter. Get some caulk or some adhesive caulk and some screen material. Cut it in like 3.5 inch strips. And you can see where I got a seam down there. I seamed it right there. Come to the end of the piece there. Put a little bit of make a line there, seam it up, overlap the one over the other one a little bit, and just keep on going right to the very end. Here you go. So you keep the bugs out, you guys. So a pair of scissors, some screen material, a couple of tubes of caulk, and there you go. Peace from Booze Sharp 59's channel. All right.